We're Tap, and we're in Long Beach to show you the best Carnival Embarkation Day we've ever had. Tonya and Pete here, and thanks for watching. We recently took a 14-day cruise to Hawaii, and this is our embarkation day, boarding the Carnival Radiance at the Long Beach Cruise Center. So click on the link above to see our playlist of videos from Maui, where we toured the Maui Vanilla Farm and Maui Gold Pineapple Farm. The Carnival Radiance left Long Beach on a Saturday, so we flew from Atlanta to Los Angeles the day before on Friday. Click on this link above to see our flight from ATL to LAX. Since Tonya's parents were arriving late from Atlanta that night, we decided to stay closer to LAX instead of traveling straight to Long Beach. 2 miles east of LAX, we chose the Hilton Garden Inn, LAX Los Angeles Airport Hotel, largely because of its close proximity to LAX and free shuttle bus to and from the airport. Long Beach is 25 miles south of Los Angeles. Therefore, most cruise passengers fly in and out of LAX to board cruises out of the Long Beach Cruise Center. From the hotel just east of LAX, the ride to the Long Beach Cruise Center was 34 miles, and the estimated drive time was about 40 minutes. Since we had 4 people and 7 bags, we chose to book a ride on the Ride Yellow app the day before we needed the taxi. Since they had the same price for a car or minivan, I scheduled a minivan to pick us up at 11 a.m. This would give us about an hour to get to the cruise terminal, and we would minimize our possible wait time if we arrived too early. Just like other rideshare apps, it alerted me when the van was on its way to pick us up and its estimated arrival time. Earlier that morning, we grabbed some breakfast at the McDonald's next door to the hotel. I read a lot of information online about how busy the Long Beach cruise port can be, but when we arrived, we didn't have to deal with any traffic. Because of that, the ride was only about 30 minutes. This is the main gate where cruise passengers go to the right and guests visiting the Queen Mary go to the left. Just past these gates is where cruise passengers park at the port and where taxis and shuttle buses dropping off passengers continue straight. The main parking garage is on the left, and as you make your way around it, all vehicles dropping off passengers were directed into this section of it for luggage drop-off. Our driver pulled into the left, helped us unload the bags, and the porter loaded our bags onto carts that would be delivered to the ship. From that point, we walked across the street to check in for our cruise. Embarkation at the Long Beach Cruise Center was by far the most organized Carnival embarkation we've ever done. Since we're all Platinum Carnival passengers, we checked in online 16 days prior to the cruise and chose the 12 to 12:30 p.m. check-in time. Since there wasn't much traffic at the port, we were a little early for our time to get in line. And because we didn't want to stand too long, we decided to wait in this area until 12 p.m. Once our boarding window of 12 p.m. started, we got in line and were quickly directed to a Carnival agent for check-in and document verification. Carnival employees were efficiently working the lines and directing people into two different lines. One line had people late for their past boarding windows, and the second line was for the current boarding window. Before going through security, we got the wheelchair we rented from Scoot Around, went through the security screening process, and followed signs to boarding the ship. Once inside the White Dome, it seems like a maze to get through it to the gangway, but there were plenty of signs and people directing you. California's largest geodome, this 12-story structure was originally built to house Howard Hughes' $25 million mistake, the Spruce Goose. Right before walking onto the gangway, there were 5 to 6 Carnival employees checking boarding passes. Originally the Carnival Victory, this ship entered service in July 2000. It then went through a $200 million renovation and was renamed the Carnival Radiance in September 2021. We were assigned Muster Station F, so as soon as we boarded, we went up to Deck 4 to fulfill our muster drill requirement. At this point, it was 12:45, so we went up to the Lido marketplace to get some lunch. The late boarding window of 12 to 12:30 was nice because it meant we didn't have to rush to get to the port that morning. However, this meant it was very hard to find a place to eat lunch because we were some of the last passengers to board the ship. At 1:45, we finished lunch and went to see if our rooms were ready. On Deck 2 aft, we had 2 interior rooms, room 2422 and 2426. They were both standard interior rooms and had 2 Pullman beds to sleep 4 people. At about 3:15 p.m., we made our way up on deck to see the port as we left and watch the sail away party at 4. So we just came back from the sail away party, and that was pretty cool. Basically, check-in was pretty easy today. When we first arrived, they were taking the 11 and 11:30 boarding windows. We were 12 to 12:30, and so we just waited because Ken can't be standing up for that long. So they just said, wait off to the side, and then at 12 you can get in line. And then security went pretty fast. We picked up the wheelchair that we rented for Ken. We got on the ship pretty quickly.
But we did learn that you have to pick up the wheelchair outside of the cruise terminal. It's not inside if you use Scoot Around.
So we thought it was actually in the port, like inside the actual, but it was actually outside. So we grabbed that and then wheeled him through security and then onto the ship. That made things a lot easier, and just for him and getting him through the ship. It is almost 5. We're gonna get ready for dinner, probably eat here pretty soon. And we had a great embarkation day here in Long Beach Cruise Center.